Hey, what's up guys? It is Patrick here, and in this video I'm going to be going over a great strategy on how to beat the game 2048. I've beat it on my phone a couple times, and I've seen a lot of videos on this, how to do it, and I feel like some are either just too short, or they don't go in depth enough, or they don't even have voice videos. So I wanted to go over kind of more in-depth video on how to beat this game, because I know there's still a lot of people who haven't beat it, and it is a really fun game. I've beat it like 3 times on my phone, and I finally decided, well, why don't I just make a video on this? So hopefully this will help you out. Now, basically, the main strategy that most people have in beating this, and I take no credit in this, is you want to have your biggest tile, the focus of the one that you're trying to get to 2048, in one of your corners. So I usually go the bottom left or bottom right, depending just how my game goes. And you want to just be building from there. That is the main focus on how to beat this. I usually go left, but you can go right as well. And really what you want to do is you just want to keep stacking that into there. A big problem I see with people who just kind of play randomly is they get their bigger numbers in just like random areas in the middle of the board or on the sides or wherever. And then they get another one, but they have trouble piecing them together. The thing that's really great about this strategy is it allows you to combine pieces in a more controlled way that's not as dependent on luck. Now, as you see right here, I made a really big problem, and I actually get my piece out of a corner. I get my 256 out, and eventually I am capable of fixing it. I move it to the right. I combine a 128 and a 128, and then I combine the 256s together to make a 512 on the right side. But really, your biggest problem with this strategy is keeping your big number in the corners. So how do you do this? Well, basically, what you want to do, like I said, you have your big number in the corners, and then you have descending numbers, probably larger numbers going to either the left or the right of it in that row. So as you see here, what I should have is see here, right here, I have a 512, and then you have your bigger numbers, slowly descending. And you want your bottom row to be 100% full. You don't want to be moving this section back and forth, because this can often result in you losing your big tile being in the corner. And another thing is you don't want to have numbers that are the same in this order, because you want to be able to move the top portion left and right, but you want think of your bottom portion as just a holder, and the other top 3 levels are kind of like your mixer. So you're mixing your 4s to get your 8s and your 16s, so then you can put them down into your holder, but you want your bottom to not really be moving at all. Now, sometimes I'll go up and down, but the only times I will go up, do it very, very rarely, and it's if I absolutely have to, and I have a 4 on in this scenario, you see right here, I have 4 to the far right side. I could go up because that's not going to affect my 512 tile, but it may affect others. I tend to not do that as well, and really the main goal is just left and right and down, but very, very occasionally will I actually go up if the situation really permits. So really, like I said, your main goal is just kind of keeping your bottom as like this holding tank for the bigger numbers, so they're not getting in the way of you going on, and you won't get, nothing will result in you being stuck where you have the 2 right numbers but they're never in the right area. You kind of keep them segregated, you keep them isolated rather from the other numbers, and you could just build and you get the right numbers you need. And this is a really great way because it just allows you to manipulate the numbers. I feel that you feel a lot more in control when I did this the first time I did it. Works well. And you see right there how I just went like from a 512, a whole bunch of things, to just all the way up to 1040 like that. That's another really big goal that you have, is you get your 1024, and you want to have multiples going in ascending order. So you have your 1024. In this situation, the ultimate goal is to have a 1024, then a 512, so on, the 2, the 100 and whatever the numbers are, or 128, I believe, in sort of ascending order. So you can eventually just do that whole sort of domino effect where the 8 and the 8 becomes the 16 makes the 60, the 32, 32s make 64, 64 makes 128, 128. The 128s make 256, the 256 make 512s, and then the 512s to go together to make a 1024, and at that point you'd have 2 1024s, and you will eventually have the 10 or the 2048. Now I actually don't get to do that in this game. It's a little more loose, but that is your main goal, is just to getting those sort of domino cycles, because that will free up a lot of space and just make it really easier. But if you want to go back and see that other example that I did to get the 1024, that's what you're aiming, but to do with the 2048 rather. So really, guys, I mean, that's basically my strategy. Big things is keep your big numbers in the left or right corner, it doesn't matter, and keep the rest of that row absolutely full. I see, like you see right here, I get a 2 in it, and this can be very annoying because you want a bigger number in it. So what I have to do is I kind of have to move it around so I can get another 2 to fall in there, and then I want to get another 4 in there so I can build. And really, I'm trying to eliminate the 2, and to eliminate the 2, I have to add other things to it. So I kind of like, see here. Oh no, I don't. There we go. So there's a 2, and then we get a 4, and we kind of can just eliminate stuff and make it really helpful. Hopefully that kind of made sense to you. You don't, you just got to build off each other, and just don't lose your corners. That's really my best advice for beating this game, guys. It's a lot easier once you use this strategy. I mean, I learned about it from a friend a couple days ago. I think he got online somewheres, and it works. It's just so much easier than just going randomly. Not random when you're playing it by yourself, but just that kind of like not really have a super down pat strategy, whereas this, it works much better for me than anything else. But anyways, guys, that is really all I have for you today. So hopefully that will work for you. It's a pretty even strategy. It should work really great. And have a wonderful day. Also, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe, or just feel free to like this video, let it get out to others, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.